Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name? And in thy name have cast out devils, and in thy name done wonderful works? And then I, Jesus, will profess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, you that work iniquity. And the argument goes like this. How can someone prophesy? How can someone cast out devils and do many wonderful works and not even be saved? But yet Jesus is going to come to them, or when they come to him, he's going to say, depart from me, I never knew you. You weren't my child. Now the first thing we have to realize in this verse is that it says, depart, I never knew you. It doesn't say, I knew you for a while, but I don't know you now. The verse says, depart, I never knew you. But still, that's a good question. How can someone prophesy, cast out demons, and do wonderful works and not be a believer? Well, I argue that it's done all the time, usually through self-deceived works. People think they're prophesying. People think they're casting out devils and doing wonderful works. And all I have to do to make my case is point to many televangelists. Now, I'm not saying all televangelists are bad. There are wonderful televangelists. But you can turn to Channel 40 or some of these stations and you will find corrupt men and women trying to do wonderful works, and they're actually working iniquity. You've got these guys who knock people over, and they try to convince people through bad theology to act like they're healed. I'm going to pray for you that you'll be healed. But they've already filled them with this theology that says, look, if you really want to show faith, even if you're not healed, you got to act like you're healed in order to get the healing. And if you don't keep acting like you're healed, then you'll lose the healing you had. And so they come up and they pray for them. Are you healed? Yes, I'm healed. And they walk around and say, look at the wonderful things I've done in the name of Jesus. I've healed that person. And then you have them come along and they'll say, I know you're praying. I've had a word from the Lord. You're praying for a lost person. You're praying for someone you want to get saved. Well, what you've got to do, as God has told me, you've got to plant a seed of faith of $200 and give that to me. And then that's going to show God you really do have faith, and then that person will be saved. My friends, this is nothing but the selling of salvation. It's what the indulgences were done at the time of the Reformation. And when those people stand before Christ, they will say, look what we have done in your name. We brought masses here. We brought thousands of people. And he's going to say, depart from me, you workers of iniquity. I never knew you. That's what this passage is talking about. This isn't talking about someone who really was doing great works for God and then lost their salvation. And again, this should frighten us a little bit, because there are plenty of Baptists who go to church, who give their tithe, who teach Sunday schools and do this, who that may be the case for them also, because it is mere formalism. It's mere actions and deeds, no relationship with Christ.